Hey, it's Matt Stone from 100 Covers talking about the best book covers of 25 so far. One of my favorite sites here is printmag.com. They've already got, a list of some of the best book covers. And wow, look at these. It's so colorful. Wow. So amazing. It's so artistic. It's a button and it's like, wow. And all the colors. The colors is so impressive. Oh, look at that. Bad girl with some geese on there. Dengue boy. Look at that. There's mosquitoes and his face is split apart. Probably the best cover, not just of the year so far, but of all time ever. I'm obviously bringing a heavy dose of sarcasm today. I get super annoyed when I see all these book cover awards because they're usually just these artsy fartsy people, just blowing a bunch of hot air just blowing smoke up some designer's ass about some unique, beautiful, cutting edge, thought-provoking piece of artwork. That's perfectly fine for art that hangs on the wall. It's perfectly fine for sculptures. That's art. Book covers are not art. There is nothing about a book cover that's art. It is product packaging. You want to see the best book covers? Judge a book cover not by its artsy-fartsy concept that's so unique and creative and original. Judge it by the sales, right? Here's the rankings for the best book covers right here. In the top 100 sellers in the Kindle store, number 1, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. That's the best book cover. Number 2 is The First Witch of Boston. Number 3 is The Midnight Feast, and so on and so forth, right? A book cover is only meant to sell books. And these book covers, by the way, none of these books are selling. And a lot of these books aren't even using these supposedly cutting-edge, beautiful, artistic covers, right? Editor's pick, it's got 3 reviews, and they've already switched out to a new cover, probably because it wasn't selling at all. And you can see a theme here as well. Not only do these book covers not make any kind of clear statement about what type of book it is, all it does is confuse readers. If you're looking for a certain type of book, what's a colorful stack of teacups going to do? What does that tell you about the type of book it is? Yeah, it probably tells you it's a crappy book at best. And it probably is. Probably straining too hard to be artistic, and the cover, again, straining too hard to be creative, original, artistic. And and you can see that with Bad Girl hasn't come out yet, but it's not getting a lot of pre-orders, probably because $30 for a hardcover. Dengue Boy, they've already switched covers. It's been out since February with only 34 reviews. Again, 3.3. Noticing a theme there. I won't go and pick on these too much because they're all pretty much the same. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video to, anybody who's getting those little things in their feed possibly about the best book covers and seeing book cover awards at various places and things like that. You don't need a second party or third party to certify the quality of a book cover. The votes come in sales, and Amazon ranks those sales. And so anytime you want, you can go look at the bestseller ranks and you can see what the best book covers are. And if you want to be a successful author, if you want people to actually read the art is inside the book, not on the outside. And if you want people to read what you work so hard to write, the safest bet, especially as a self-published author coming into the market without a big pre-established fan base, is to look at a very popular book that's in a similar genre to what you hope to write, and then write a similar book and give it a similar cover so that 10, 20 million people who've read Fourth Wing go, ooh, that looks like kind of like Fourth Wing. That's the best thing a book cover can do, is have immediately target tens of millions of readers and say, hey, I look like a book that you like. I bet you'll like this one too. It's not about being artistic. It's about doing some homework about what's selling and trying to figure out how to do something similar so that all these hungry, thirsty readers who want more books like the ones they've already enjoyed can find their next read. And the best way to do that is to look like books that they've already read and loved. And the more people who've read and loved those books, the safer you are, making your book cover look similar to that. Very simple. Nothing particularly creative about it. It takes, obviously, you have to be artistic to make a book cover. There's a lot of artistry and skill that goes into crafting any of these. I'm not trying to, poo-poo artists at all, but a book cover is not art, and that needs to be clear in everyone's heads. And you can completely disregard all the kind of third-party book cover awards out there that are being given by who knows who, and focus on what's working and judge a book cover by its performance, not its aesthetics.